Instead of criticizing Porsha, she should be taking notes. We know Marlo for being low.
You know what is
Simon.
low is what Porsha did to Candy several seasons
Why don't we
ago
talk about
with the
Candy?
rape
This is about Porsha
allegations.
and Marlo. What Izzy said. Do I think it's relevant? No. So let's stay on topic.
You brought up
You
the
did
series
bring up.
11.
You did
Am I
bring up.
talking to you? Am I talking to you?
Well, I'm
I'm in the
talking
middle
to
of my
you. I'm
sentence.
talking to you.
Hey, it's a brotherhood. Woohoo!
Do you think Marlo is justified to choose Simon's side over Porsha?
But definitely Team Simon over Porsha, definitely, yes. Team Simon, I mean, I've known him first, but I did not get involved when he was married. I just told him we could not be friends because I knew she was upset about me not taking up for her for a fucking bolo and all that stuff. And guess what? Huge fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't wait to watch this season. Y'all do not know I'm gonna be commentating every Sunday. Every Sunday I'm gonna be on there telling y'all what I think.
Marlo should have an opinion, right? She was on the show for a long time, going all the way back to season 4. She's allowed to have her opinion. I'm with her on that because I know some people are going to say, Marlo, you're desperate. What are you doing? Be quiet. You're not on the show. People love
Right.
Portia. They're going to choose Portia's side over you every time, Marlo. I'm just going to be real. That's just the case when it comes to the Real Housewives fan base. But it almost feels like you're trying to maybe get involved a little bit so they'll call you back and say, hey, girl, will you come film a scene or two?
Team Marlo, Team Porsha. I'm probably Team Porsha over Team Unemployed. So I don't think I am Team Marlo at all. She said she's going to be talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta every Sunday and sharing her opinion in her robe, on the street, in portrait mode, which is so
Oh,
fabulous.
God.
So I'm very excited to see her on the curb, literally and figuratively. We know Marlo for being low. Instead of criticizing Porsha, she should be taking notes because that's where you want to be employed.
Are you saying Marlo went too low?
Yeah. Why are you saying
I
you're Team
disagree.
Simon?
What?
Why are you
How
supporting this man over
how did she
Porsha? Why
go
are you taking
low?
it?
Are we watching the same clip? I
She
don't think she
she
went low.
she brought
She
up
all
the
she said
bolo.
was she's Team Simon because she knew
She
Simon.
brought
Because you
up
said you didn't know why she's Team Simon. She did say she's Team Simon because she knew Simon a lot longer, and her and Portia are no longer on good terms.
and then she brought up as a matter of fact that Porsche was effing Bolo. So she brought that up as a dig, and then she
That's
said
not
she's
low.
Team
You know what is
Simon.
low is what Portia did to Candy several seasons
Why don't we
ago
talk about
with the
Candy?
rape
This is about Porsche
allegations.
and Marlo. This is about Porsche and
Yeah, but
Marlo.
I don't think
But
what
it
Marlo
has nothing
said
to do with
about
Candy.
Portia
Hold
fucking
on, hold on.
Gallo. Oh, sorry.
One at a time. Izzy, finish what you were saying.
Okay. I don't even know what I was saying. Um.
Neither do we.
Okay. Ciao. Calm down. I
I'm
think.
calm.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Go ahead, Victor. You go first. Oh.
No,
Oh.
you can
Yeah.
go. I'm waiting for you to gather your thoughts.
Well, Izzy was making a point that Portia also has a history of going low when it comes to Candy, and that's something that you were saying, Izzy, right?
That's correct. And what Portia said was a terrible and serious allegation, which she later on
Marlo
admitted
spoke
that
about
wasn't.
Kenya's mother.
And Kenya has talked about Marlo's nephews not
Marlo
being her
slashed a
actual
woman in the
children.
face.
That's in the past.
What do you mean that's in the past? That woman ended up herself because of how she felt about her appearance. That woman killed herself. Please do not
What? Really?
compare.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know
Do
that.
not
I've never heard of
compare.
that, but
If we're going to talk about what people have done to other people, we can talk about Marlo. Because Marlo goes all the way low. Lower than Portia. Let's not go there. But what we're talking about is the Marlo and Portia situation. So let's stay on topic.
Well,
Let's keep this on topic.
you
Well,
brought up
you
the
did
series
bring
of
up.
11
You
things.
did
am I
bring up.
talking to you? Am I talking to?
Well, I'm
I'm in the
talking
middle
to
of my
you. I'm talking
sentence.
to you.
But I'm
You
speaking
did
and
to
I'm
Izzy.
speaking and
Listen
I'm
to
speaking
Izzy.
and I'm speaking. I
Well,
don't need to listen to you because I'm in the middle of speaking. I need you to let me finish. I need you to mind your P's and
Victor,
Q's. I
relax.
need you to
Victor,
mind your P's and
relax,
Q's.
relax,
I need you to mind your P's and
relax.
Q's and let me
You
finish.
did
I'm
bring
relaxed,
up.
but I
You
want to finish saying what I'm saying.
finish what
Is
you're
that a
saying.
crime? Do I think it's relevant? No. But it was a rebuttal for him saying, well, Portia, this is how she treats people and she's a negative character because of what she did in the past. Marlo could be seen in the same token. But it wasn't, I don't think it's a relevant rebuttal. What Izzy said, the point I'm making is that is irrelevant. The comparison doesn't really equate. We're talking about a specific relationship, and was Marlo justified for making those comments? And to me, no.
Okay. But talking about Marlo's history, Portia's history
Hmm.
can be brought up because
Well,
to
one's a
it,
criminal history,
hold
and one's
on.
not.
You want me to
Let's talk
listen to
about
you,
that.
which I did. I did. So you can bring up Marlo's past, but Izzy cannot bring up Portia's past.
Well, I said it's not
Well, you do.
relevant. I
Yes.
said it's not relevant.
It's
I
not
said it's not
relevant
relevant.
what Izzy said, but somehow it's so
Yeah.
relevant what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's
That
relevant.
doesn't make sense to me.
Well, let me clear that up.
Yeah,
What I'm
please.
saying, what I'm saying is, if you want to go in the past and look at other people's contexts and dynamics, Marlo has done stuff too. Why does she need to stick by anyone? Why can't she just?
Um,
Why can't she just be quiet? You don't have to say I'm team this person, I'm team this. That's what got
Well,
her in
I think
trouble.
well,
That's what.
wasn't
That's
yeah,
what.
go ahead.
That's what.
was
That's
it
what got her in
was
trouble
it Marlo?
originally.
Was it
Okay.
Marlo?
Because she was
Was it
between
Marlo?
being
Was it Marlo?
because she was between being Team Kenya and Team Porsha. Just stay out of it. If you choose
Yeah.
sides and are team someone when you're not on the show, you don't have to be team anyone. No one's paying you. You're sitting
Uh-uh.
Right.
speaking. You're sitting speaking for free. Oh, let
Okay.
me sort this out.
Well, Damien,
I think she was
You're
asked
Damien.
sitting.
that, right?
You're sitting sharing. You're
Hold on, Victor.
you're
Damien.
sitting sharing.
I
Well,
She could also say,
Victor,
"I'm not team
Victor,
anyone. I'm gonna let the legal
Victor,
system decide
Damien
decide
finish.
who wins."
Let Damien finish his
but
sentence.
you know she ain't gonna say that, Victor. They on Housewives. But do we
I
know
think it would.
somebody killed themselves from
Yes.
that? For
Yes.
sure. We
Yes, for
know.
sure.
Okay. We
That's
Yes,
don't want. I don't want.
terrible.
allegedly.
I'd hate for you to get a lawsuit in the mail, Mitch.
I will not get a lawsuit. Let me put in allegedly. But yes, no,
Yeah,
definitely that
allegedly.
happened.
Thank you,
I'm
I'm
Damien.
doing some
Allegedly.
research.
Thank you,
Allegedly.
Damien.
Well, then, there we go.
Yeah, but
And there you have it.
it looks like Kenya and Portia, they're showing us a new relationship between the two of them. They're sort of blossoming something brand new. Izzy, do you like to see Portia and Kenya better as friends or enemies? What do you think?
Portia and Kenya not being friends was great TV. It'd be interesting to see how um that friendship develops on the show. I'm open to it, but I'm also open to drama this season, so we'll see.
How about you, Damien?
I'm looking forward to it, and but whatever is
Yeah,
organic, I want to
true.
see play out. Do not pander to the fans. Don't try to, don't let's start a beat because I thought that maybe Kenya had made that comment about the Rolls Royce or whatever she made, whatever she said. I thought
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd initially done that for to kind of plant a seed for a story for the season. But
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that they're still in a good place because the fans do enjoy seeing it. I think they have more in common than they
Hmm.
do when it comes to differences. And look, this new season is going to be totally different. We got these three new girls coming in here. I think it's only smart for them to kind of align themselves a little bit
Yeah.
together. We're these OGs. Let's stick together. Let's not let these new girls come in and put a wedge between us. So I'm here for it. Again, just please, nothing fake. Let's just if y'all are gonna be friends and that's the real of it, let's follow the reality.
right. How about you, Victor?
And I don't want to see a repeat really of when Kenya came back with Nene and they hold back and forth all season. I think that got really dark and really ugly. So I'm team whatever authentic. Can be team fun shade if that's where they go. I loved Kenya's and Sheree's shade, but I'm team authentic, and if they authentically bond, then I'm all for it. I think we need a little bit of unity as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, if there's no beef between Kenya and Portia, they don't need a fake beef. They don't need a
Yeah.
fake drama. So if
Right.
Yeah.
they're in a good place, let's really see the real with that. I don't want to see them
Let's celebrate it.
I don't want to see Kenya and Portia play pretend. Now, will things change over time? Possibly. But when it comes to Marlo, I'm glad that she's chiming in because I actually miss Marlo on the show.
Well, the
Really.
producers don't.
Yeah.
She got that peach. They hyped her up. They did that whole peach photo shoot. Oh my God, Marley got your peach. Only
And the peach went
two seasons
rotten.
later to snatch it back.
The peach went rotten.
But it's tough though.
Right.
It's tough though for you, Victor, because you did bring up Marla's past of the issues that she had with that woman and slashing her in the face. Almost
Yeah.
like Marlo's never going to be able to move forward from her past with you bringing
And
it up
Porsha
the way
can't
you
move forward
did.
from her past. Izzy's the one who brought up Portia's past behavior first. Do you think it was relevant?
I do think Izzy's point of view is relevant. Just
So,
because his
no, I'm not
opinion is
saying his point
different
of
than
view isn't
yours,
relevant.
just
I'm
because his
not saying his
opinion is
point of
different
view
than
is not
yours doesn't mean
relevant.
it's not relevant.
That's relevant.
If Marlo's past, if Marlo's past about Marlo,
But I brought that up after. I brought that up
If Marlo's
after.
past
I brought that. That wasn't
if
part of my
Marlo's
argument.
past is being brought up, Izzy is justified to bring up Portia's past.
Yeah, but I brought that up after. I didn't say that was relevant to the comparison in the situation. What I don't understand is how you find the validity in him bringing Portia up. I'm not saying
We're
that
talking
what
about
Marlo did
Portia and
flashing.
Marlo, so yes,
Listen,
he's going to talk about Portia's past. And for you to say that his point is not relevant
I
because
don't
you
think it's
disagree,
relevant.
that doesn't even make
I
any
don't think
sense
it's
to me. It
relevant.
doesn't make
I
sense
don't think
because
it's
it's not
relevant.
your
I do not think
opinion,
it's
so it's not
relevant.
relevant
It's
to
not because
you.
it's not my
No.
opinion. I don't think it's relevant. I do not think it's relevant. I don't think what Marlo has anything slashing in the face has anything to do with the
But you brought
situation
it
either.
up.
But
I agree with
I brought
you.
it up.
It
I
doesn't have
brought it
anything to
up,
do with it.
but you're not. Yeah, it does. I don't. I think both aren't
But
relevant.
you brought
Why
it
I brought up
up. You brought up
I
something
brought it
that
up.
wasn't
I brought it
relevant.
up because it's a point of if you want to go in Portia's past, you can go in Marlo's past. That was my point.
Listen, we have common ground because I agree with you. I agree with you. I think you're actually correct because
Oh
you are
Lord,
right that
oh, honey,
you
let's hear
bring
the
up
punchline,
Marlo,
honey.
you bring up Marlo slashing the woman was not relevant. What you just said, and you're right about that. I didn't think that was, but you brought it up. But
I don't
we're
think either were because they were
yeah, and
external.
you brought up something that wasn't
They
relevant. I
were
think you're
no. I'm
correct.
saying it because it was like this trump card, and that's my position. And if you don't want to be open to hearing my position, that's up to you. But that is my position, and that is I didn't. I'm allowed to feel something's relevant to the conversation, something's not. Izzy was challenging me. I think you should maybe spend more time investing in your own opinions rather than defending others. But that's neither here nor there.
Listen, if I feel like with you, you're going out of your way to tell Izzy that what he's saying, what he thinks, how he feels about something is not relevant because you don't think it
Yeah.
is, it's okay for someone like me to say it doesn't sound right, doesn't sound fair.
Well,
Let
let
me
me bring up a
let
comparison.
me
Let me bring up a comparison.
we're
And
not going down a
no,
road.
no,
No, no, we're not we're not
can you
no no
let
no
me
no no
can you
no
let
no
me
no no no
finish?
no no.
What I don't want you to do is censor me. Can you not
I'm
censor
not
me?
censoring
So what
you.
I'm
I just don't
saying
want to go down a
when
rabbit hole of
what you're not going to
it.
do is you're not going to block me from having a valid rebuttal to what you're saying.
I've listened to you. I've listened to
So you
you.
look better in the
I've listened
conversation.
to you.
My point is entire
No,
perspective.
like look, we're not going to talk.
Josh in
We're
the
not going to
past.
talk. No, no, no,
Can you
no,
let
no,
me
no, no, no.
finish? This is a
I
comparison.
know relevant
Let me finish my
comparisons,
sentence.
like
Let
you
me
said
finish my
earlier.
sentence. Let me
Victor,
finish my sentence, and then you
Victor,
can respond.
Victor.
You can't tell me if it's relevant or not until you've heard me speak.
I have to say that for me, I was okay with what you said. I didn't care. It's your opinion. You feel that what I said was
Yeah.
irrelevant. I didn't care. That's why I didn't say anything. And I still don't care that
Okay.
you don't think it's irrelevant. It is what it is.
Okay.
We're good.
Thank you,
I
Izzy.
will
So
say, I will say, I appreciate Mitch for stepping up.
yeah,
Sit down.
as we learned here, guys, Izzy doesn't have an issue. So if Izzy doesn't have an issue, why does Mitch have an issue on someone else's
Let me
behalf?
explain it.
Who's meant to
Let me
represent
explain
himself?
it. Izzy might not have an issue, or he does not have an issue with you saying that his point is irrelevant. He says he does not have an issue with that, but I do. So I'm going to say something about it because I don't think it's okay
Right.
for you to say that to him. I don't think it's right.
The expectation up until these last few couple of recordings with Izzy has been that we all stand up and speak up for ourselves. I don't know why that flew out of the window after you literally had a 20-second pause in the Garcelle and Dorit video with what Izzy was saying, and you were asking him questions. Do you think Dorit needs to give Garcelle the benefit of the doubt? And you were questioning him continually.
I
All
mean,
right.
Garcelle said she was triggered and she didn't even understand why she was triggered.
You're saying Garcelle did not know why she was triggered?
I did not say that. I said Garcelle said it herself. She was triggered and she couldn't even explain why she was triggered.
I don't know if we're all on the same page.
Then you were pausing, you look confused, you're saying, I think we're going to go home. You didn't get what he's saying. And then you
Not
wanted to
just me.
step in and say, I understand where Izzy's coming from.
Oh,
So I didn't have an issue because I didn't see you speaking up for anybody else until recently. So that's why I have an issue now. Because now I'm seeing that it's not what I thought. We don't all stand up and speak up for ourselves. Mitch is going to come in and rescue people. Mitch is going to come in and he's going to help people out and be offended on people's behalf. And I never had that. That's what I'm saying. I've never had that. Not one time have you spoke on my behalf through the
I'm
history
there for
of this
you.
show.
I'm there for you.
I
I'm there
not
for
one time on
you.
this show, not one time on this show have you spoke up on my behalf. You have a history of stepping up for him, but when it comes to everyone else, for some
When it
reason we
comes to
all have to
you, you
represent
feel like
ourselves.
you think I treat
I
you
When
think
it
different,
comes to
part
like
of
I
it,
treat you
yeah,
differently than I treat Izzy.
maybe
yes, I do.
why if you feel that way, Victor, I also think, there's times where you've challenged me on this panel and you feel that
Yeah,
you could challenge me because you think I can handle it. And maybe
yeah.
that's why you feel you're being treated differently, is because Mitch thinks you can handle.
So Mitch doesn't think you can handle it. That's not good, is he? Did you?
Th-
I
Have you
That's
didn't
said?
that
say
that's up
that.
to Mitch and how but Mitch didn't. Yeah, exactly. Mitch
He's
didn't say
Yeah.
saying
that.
what he
But
thinks,
but
which is relevant.
there's times where you challenge me and we've talked about it and we're good now. Maybe we could give Mitch a little bit of grace because maybe Mitch, I that's oh God, that's where I'm at. Is I think Mitch thinks you can handle, you know, the challenge on his end. I don't know. I might be wrong,
Mitch,
but
do you feel like Izzy can handle the challenge?
I want to say to you that I'm sorry for
I don't
what
need an
happened. Well,
apology.
this is even
I really
it's the
don't.
apology isn't for you. It's really just for me to say this because I didn't know I made you feel like that, like I wasn't there for you at that time. I didn't know you needed me
No,
there.
it didn't
And
make me feel
I
any
want to
type of
let you know
way.
that I
It didn't make,
do.
and
I want.
let me explain
Can
it to
I?
you.
Can I do an apology to you uninterrupted?
Well, it's not. Is it to me
Well, can
or
I
is it
do an
not to me?
apology
oh,
to you, but for me? Can I just get it out?
Okay, you can do an
Like
apology for yourself. Okay.
I,
Yes,
I
you
want
can,
you.
honey.
I don't want you to
Apologize
feel
for
like I don't
yourself.
want you to feel like I'm not there for you because I do care about you, and I don't want you to feel like you're all by yourself in a moment where it's like someone's coming at you in a negative way, because that wasn't a good moment. But I do want to be very clear. What I said was for anyone watching that has ever experienced someone telling them that their point is not relevant, it doesn't matter, and that it has no place. And that's
yeah.
why
Okay.
I express an issue with it. And just like you had enough courage to tell Izzy that what he said was not relevant, it wasn't valid, it didn't have a place, I'm able to tell you, Victor, that I don't think that's the right way to go. And I don't think it's okay to say to him.
I understand you felt it was offensive, but that was for Izzy to feel and express to me.
Yeah.
And Izzy is very capable of doing that.
But I'm gonna end us. All right, everyone looking in, let us know what's your point of view between this Marlo and Porsha feud. We'll see you again next time. Don't forget your respective matters. I think what Izzy is saying is, how
Well,
can you?
no. Mitch, I don't want you to tell me what Izzy's opinion is. I don't want you to give Izzy a valid opinion. Izzy, this is bro chats. You need to come a bit stronger. No one should need to explain your opinion for you. We need to understand what you're saying. We're lost.
Victor, maybe if you stop cutting people off, you could understand what everyone's saying.
There has to be something for me to understand. You're flipping and flip flopping all over the place.